What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, man, Jake Bully Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy for you the life easy. But make sure y'all follow my Instagram and Twitch, man, in the description down below. Everything y'all need to know about your boy Jay is in the description down below. Now, so I got some good news for you scary folks, man. Everybody that like watching my scary videos, you know what I mean? Like, sit down. First of all, let me go and tell you, sit down. Whatever you're doing, sit down, turn off your lights. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. That boy's scared to turn off his lights. But y'all be so scared, boy. Or girl, whatever, whoever you are. Turn off your lights, G. You know what I mean? Honestly, turn off I don't want no lights on. You watch me on the TV, huh? You watch me on the phone, whatever. I just want all the lights off. You know what I mean? Honestly. And bro, I'm talking about people be like, bro, Jay be scared to freak out me. Oh my God. Bro, I'm telling you, these stories not this scary, bro. You know what I mean? Bro, what the? Bro, I swear something's in your corner right now, dog. Bro, something's in your corner right now. I don't know how, bro, but all I know, okay, bro, look. I know you're watching me in your room, right? I know you're watching me in your room. I know all the lights is off, right? You're sitting up in your bed, bro. Bro, somebody is in your freaking corner, bro. Oh my God. Well, y'all folks begin. I'll be having niggas. How did he know I was in my bed? And how did he know I had my lights off? And how did he know I was watching him on TV? You know what I'm saying? But no, though, man. You know, I'm just playing around with y'all. Don't tell your mom on me now. You know what I mean? I don't want nobody. Like I said, for me, I don't make content for little kids. Honestly, I don't. You know what I mean? Like my audience, you know what I'm saying? 17 or older. You know what I mean? Honestly, you feel me? So mature audiences, bro, only. Because I don't want your little mama hitting me up on Instagram, you know what I mean, or whatever, you feel me, saying, my little kid is having nightmares because of you. So if you like 12 years old, bro, don't be watching my channel, man. Go watch some cartoon. I mean, Cartoon Network ain't up no more, right? I think Disney Channel's still up. Man, go watch some Disney Channel or something. You know what I mean? Honestly, you feel me? I ain't trying to have no little kids. I ain't trying to be the reason why little kids having nightmares now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Cool. I got 12-year-olds watching me, 13-year-old watching. Come on, little kid, man. You know what I'm saying? Just go on somewhere, man. Go play outside or something. You know, go ride some bikes.
She was from over,
you know what I mean?
Real money
ain't got
games,
time for that game.
Slots, blackjack, roulette,
Jay be scaring. I'm talking about I be having
games.
people. Jay be scaring the freak out me, dog. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, this is a little kid, man. Ain't no way a nigga that's my age could getting scared of this, right? I ain't gonna lie. Mr. Nightmare videos do kind of be freaking a nigga out, though. Give me goosebumps on the low. Same thing for Bizarre Bub, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? I don't really be scared, you feel me? That's just me. I mean, niggas my age probably do be scared of this type of content, you know what I mean? But for me, y'all, you know, grew up watching scary movies. I'm just kind of immune to it. I ain't gonna cap.
With more real money games,
but I ain't gonna lie, Mr. Nightmare definitely got me a few times, though, for sure.
DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. And if it's not yet available in your state,
I was like, what the hell? Come on, man. We doing sponsors now, Mr. Nightmare?
Head to the DraftKings Casino app right now and sign up using promo code Mr.
What the freak, Mr. Nightmare? Let's get into the story. No thumbnail? I know we got a thumbnail up in here. Wow, we don't have no thumbnail, Mr. Nightmare. Are we serious? Are we serious or are we just delirious?
But it still gives me an unsettling feeling whenever I think about it. The only reason I'm talking about it now is because I feel like it's been long enough since it happened, and I won't risk anything by putting it on the internet.
And like I said, y'all, these are true stories. It's not something that, you know what I'm saying, that he's making up. You feel me? He's just basically just drawing out the story, but these happen to real people. People send their experiences. I should send my experience to Mr. Nightmare. That would be a good story of my haunted apartment, bro. That should be a good story. That would be a good story right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I should have sent my story. Mr. Nightmare.
Back then, my wife and I had just moved into the suburbs from the city. We just had our third kid, and between the baby stuff, the toys, and the general chaos, our apartment felt way too cramped. We found a nice house in a quiet, safe neighborhood. The neighbors described it as the kind of place where you'd feel fine leaving the doors unlocked. The house itself wasn't massive, but it was definitely a step up from the tiny space we'd previously been living in. One of the features that caught my wife's eye was the backyard. It had this beautiful, slightly overgrown garden with a few old statues scattered around. They were weathered, a little eerie looking, like something out of Game of Thrones. I know it sounds weird, but my wife and I loved it. Said it gave our yard character. I was pretty indifferent, so I left everything as it was, statues and all. I figured it was less work for me, which I was never going to complain about. A few days after we moved in, I was looking out the window, taking in the yard, when I noticed something odd. One of the statues, an angel I think, was facing away from the house.
Yeah, man, man, you crazy as heck, bro. I don't deal with none of that, gang. We good. I'm seeing statues. We taking all the statues. I'm cool, gang. I don't know, man. Something about that. I don't like that. I don't like that. No, I don't like that. I say take everything down right now. Nah, we taking everything down. Man, look at that backyard, bro. That backyard give me creeps, bro. Just look at that, bro. Look at that, bro. Man, take everything down. I want that one over there took down. I want that one over there took down. And I want this one over here taken down. Nah, I mean, heck nah, bro. Don't look eerie than the mug, bro. What the freak type of backyard is that? I ain't never seen a backyard like this.
The others were facing toward us, nigga. So it looked strange. I could have sworn they all faced the same direction, but I didn't really know for sure. I didn't think much of it, and just assumed I was misremembering things.
You better think, Nick.
The next morning, I looked out the window again, and that's when I noticed it. Another statue had turned around, again facing away from the house. This time, I knew something was up. I had never been more sure about anything in my life.
Freak, nigga.
I asked my wife about it, but she just shrugged it off and said she hadn't noticed anything. I thought maybe it was my son Jimmy. He was a little prankster back then, always up to something. But when I asked him, he just looked at me like I was nuts. I doubted he'd do something like that anyway. I knew something was going on though, but I couldn't prove it. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it, so I tried to ignore it. Besides, I had bigger problems to worry about. I don't like admitting it, but money was really tight during that time, and I lived in perpetual fear that I was going to lose my job. A few days went by.
So you live in perpetual fear that you was going to lose your job? Nigga, well, you got a seasonal job, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, you had too many points or something? Like, what's that? You know, if you following all the rules, nigga, you should be all right. What you do? You did something at work or something? Nigga must be working a seasonal job or something. Nigga don't ever work no seasonal job, nigga. Especially if you move into a crib, nigga. You paying, nigga, have a permanent job, nigga. Or go temp to hire, nigga. Nah, I mean, honestly, temp to hire, you temporary at first and then you get hired on. You know what I mean? But if it ain't temp to hire, nigga, don't get on that job at all, nigga. I never did temporary jobs. When I was working, nigga, I did temp to hire, nigga. Or permanent. You feel me? Oh my God, I hate it. What? Oh my God. So glad I don't work no more, boy. I ain't gonna cap to you, boy. God done blessed me, man. The last job I had, nigga, was last year, November, nigga. Nigga, when was that? Nigga, was last November, nigga. Close to last. That's the last, bro. The last time I had a job is 2025. We just got out of 2024. Nigga, last time I had a job was in 2023. That was the last time I had a job, November, like 2023. You feel me? And y'all, it feels so good, bro, not having a job, cuz. I'm like, nigga, I ain't never working again. On God, I ain't never working again. But you straight up, I'm so used to not working, cuz. Nigga, I ain't working ever again in my life. Straight up. On God. You can't tell me that God's purpose is for me to work all my life. For me to go into a warehouse, for me to go into Taco Bell, for me to go to McDonald's. You telling me this life? You telling me that this is life right here? Nigga, you crazy as hell. Nigga, before I die, nigga, I'm finna live life. You ain't, nigga, I'll be dang, nigga, you think I'm finna be in this warehouse all my life. You talking about you work with niggas in the warehouse, nigga, being there for 30 plus years. What? Crazy, that don't scare me, nigga. So you telling me you been doing the same routine for 30 years? Boy, nah, I gotta do something different. I gotta live life. And I know coming in here, that ain't life. Niggas try to kick it to you like, oh, that's just life, nigga. That's your life. Them old heads trying to kick it to you. Well, that's life, nigga. That's your life, nigga. I'm finna break this generational curse. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do, but I'm finna do something.
Without anything strange, and I started to relax. But then one evening, I looked out the window, and my heart nearly stopped. All of the statues were lined up in a row at the very edge of the house, just standing there.
Bro. Oh, bro.
It was a freakish sight, like something out of a horror movie. I know it sounds ridiculous, but part of me could feel all those eyes looking at me. My breathing went shallow. I couldn't decide whether it was more scary or bizarre.
The freak, nigga?
I went outside to get a closer look, trying to make sense of it. Before opening up the back door, I took a few nervous glances around the yard to make sure there was no one out there. It was daylight, but I was paranoid. Eventually, I worked up the courage to open the door and go inspect the statues.
Man.
I went to lift one of them and immediately realized something. Those statues were heavy, way too heavy for one person to move alone. I couldn't even budge one of them on my own.
What?
As I was debating what to do, my wife came outside, and the look on her face told me she was just as freaked out as I was.
Bro, look at these statues, y'all, bro. And that's why I'm like, but these statues heavy too, y'all. It's not something you just can turn around, nigga. This junk is planted into the ground. So you telling me that these statues moved on its own? Trying to tell y'all, bro. Hey, y'all, I don't know how to explain to y'all so much. Y'all, paranormal, y'all. Y'all, it's so scary that it's so real. See, a lot of y'all not watching, a lot of y'all watching, bro. I don't understand, bro. I be trying to tell y'all niggas. Like, words cannot explain, bro. When you encounter that, when you actually have a paranormal experience, bro, words can't explain. See, a lot of y'all niggas be like, man, that junk fake, man. I'm telling y'all, look at my face. I'm telling you, y'all, that junk is as real as Holyfield. That junk is as real as Holyfield, cuz. That junk scared me the first time I said, I told you, nigga, me and my sister, nigga, we seen veggie. I keep trying to tell, bro, I swear y'all can't fathom it. I swear. Me and my sister, we had a bump bed. I swear, I'm looking at Veggie Tales. If y'all know, look up Veggie Tales on YouTube. It's a cartoon show. Bro, I'm seeing Veggie Tales right in front of me, cuz. Bro, I swear to y'all, bro, I'm not lying, bro. I told y'all, bro, I'm in the room, cuz. Bro, I'm laying on the side of my bed, bro. Something just, boom. I'm telling y'all, bro, I experienced this so many times, bro. You can't tell me in my old apartment, cuz. Oh, my God. Oh, some boy. What? Oh my God. But words can't explain. I'm trying to tell. I ain't even trying to scare y'all, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, but that junk is so real, bro. I'm telling y'all, don't play with that fire, boy.
She suggested maybe some of the other neighbors were messing with us.
Man, heck
trying to scare the new people on the block.
The freak is this?
But that explanation literally made no sense. We had met all of the neighbors, and they all seemed like fairly normal people.
Yo, to scare the heck out of me.
I had trouble believing that anyone sane would do this to a family with young children. This was harassment, not some harmless prank.
Yeah, these statues ain't giving me.
We ended up calling the police.
I don't like the
but
statues.
as you might expect, they couldn't do much. They suggested putting up some security cameras, but we didn't have the money for that. I told the cops we would, but
you ain't got the money for that? So how you living in this big old house then, cuz? What the freak, nigga? So you telling me basically you got this house for cheap. Everything that's cheap is not worth it. Just telling y'all, everything that's cheap is not worth it.
Inside, I was really reluctant to do something so drastic.
Look at these statues.
They left, and I guess I felt a little better, even though my wife was still extremely shaken up. My wife and I did everything we could to hide the situation from our kids. Say what you will, but we didn't want to scare them. Nothing happened the next day, or the next. I speculated that the cops had scared whoever was there away, which did track on many levels. So we tried to forget about it, even though neither of us really felt comfortable. I tried to assure myself that maybe my wife was right. Maybe it had just been a prank or something. That didn't do anything to calm my nerves, though. I was on edge, looking out the windows every time I passed by, half expecting to see the statues somewhere else. I hope no one ever has to experience the sensation of feeling unsafe in your own home. A few days passed without incident. I started thinking the nightmare was over, and for the first time in a while, the house was actually starting to feel like home. I could not have been more wrong. It was a weekend. I don't remember whether it was Saturday or Sunday, but it was definitely a weekend since my kids didn't have school. After some breakfast, I went outside to play in the yard with my kids, and that's when I saw it. Spray painted in big black letters on the back wall of our house were the words, "Go away."
I'm getting the freak out. I'm getting the freak out then. You go away? Oh, I'm out. I'm out. Kids, pack it up. We're going out. We just seen statues turn around and then I go outside and they say, go away. We're packing up right now. We're packing up. We're packing up. I'll scream out, I hear you. I hear you. We're gone. We're gone. Kids, back up the pack. Back up the bags. Wife, back up the pack. I'm out. You ain't got to tell me no. You ain't got to tell me twice. You got it. You got it. I'm not finna go out saying, nigga ain't finna run me out my house. Nigga, you finna run me out tonight. You finna run me out tonight. You know what I'm saying? Everybody pack up the bags and let's get the heck out of here. I ain't playing that. And then I'm seeing statues turning on his own and all that. Nigga, we out. Yep. Nigga said, go away. We out, nigga. You feel me? I'm seeing statues turning around. Nigga, we out. Right there, nigga. You know, it don't take that too much for me. It don't take too long for Jay. Jay, go on. You got it.
Dropped my son
Cut the shot.
Saw it.
Cut the shot.
Without thinking, I rushed my kids inside and told my wife to stay in the house with them. I don't know what came over me. I'm not that brave of a guy.
You finna be trying to say here, hey bro, get yourself in that house, boy. Get the freak out of there, boy.
But I started sprinting through the garden, screaming threats at whoever had vandalized my house. Adrenaline was coursing through my veins.
Look at these statues, bro. Hey, bro, I'm getting the freak out of here, huh?
And I was looking for a fight. No one was anywhere in my yard, though. Eventually, I gave up looking.
I'm out.
As I was walking back towards the house, the adrenaline in me turned to outright fear. This was serious. Someone had left a direct message meant to scare us. They could have meant us harm, and I knew the situation was only going to escalate from there. The police came again and took down another report, but without any leads, there wasn't much they could do. I insisted that they stay on the property in case those people came back, but they told me they didn't have enough evidence to waste resources like that. As far as they knew, some teenage delinquents could have been behind the graffiti. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. They told me they'd make sure a patrol officer was nearby, which I guess was some kind of consolation. My wife was twice as upset as I was, so I reassured her that we'd be okay, even though I was freaking out internally.
You seeing these statues, bro?
That night, I was in the kitchen when I heard my wife scream from the living room. I ran in, and she was standing by the window pointing outside. I looked, and my stomach dropped. There were 5 people standing in our backyard, each of them wearing white face coverings. They were dancing around in this strange, jerky way, almost like puppets. We just stood there, watching them, too shocked to move. It was terrifying. I don't know what they were trying to accomplish, but it was the most disturbing thing I'd ever seen. I snapped out of my haze and grabbed the biggest kitchen knife we had. I basically screamed at my wife to call the police, and while she was doing that, I ran out the back door with a knife in my hand. I screamed like a clinically insane person and took one step toward them before instantly regretting it. There were 5 of them and 1 of me. They could have been armed. Before anything else could happen, I turned and ran back inside the house like a coward. The knife must have scared them though, because they stopped dancing and ran into the garden, out of sight. I told my wife to run upstairs, find the kids, and hide, and I guarded the back door in case they tried to break in. By the time the police arrived, those people were gone. The police did a thorough search, but couldn't find any trace of them. That was the last straw. I didn't care about the cost. I bought and installed security cameras the next day.
Nigga still staying in the crib.
My wife was hysterical for weeks after that, begging me to let us move somewhere else.
I'm saying, bro, go, bro. What the freak is wrong with you, bro? Get the freak out of that game. You tripping, bro? All these, and then you try to go look for the folks. The folks not even there. We got angels moving on their own and all that. We got spray paint talking about go away, man. Get the freak out, man. I'm not finna deal with this. Nigga tell me he got a knife, man. We got Glocks around here. You feel me? I ain't gonna count popping. I'm talking about, I'm popping-ish, man. I ain't gonna count. You stuff like that, bro. You can't play with me, cause I'm gonna pop you, nigga. On my property, cause I'm finna pop you, nigga. On God, I ain't gonna count. I'm gonna pop you. I ain't gonna even try to kill you. I ain't gonna count. I ain't gonna try to headshot you. I'm gonna pop you in your leg, nigga. God, I ain't right for that leg. Hopefully I don't hit the artery, nigga. But, bro, you playing around me, bro. Like, I got kids in here, bro. Got a wife in here I gotta protect, bro. Don't play with me, bro. Like, bro, I ain't gonna cap, bro. Don't play with me, gang. Cause, bro, I will pop you, cuz. Like, for real. I'm not finna play the rodeo with you, bro. You better go prank somebody else, but you gonna die in this yard. My mother, you gonna die in this yard. I ain't running out with no knife. I'm running out with Glocks. That's what I'm running out with. I'm running out that 40. And I'm gonna pop you. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna pop you. I ain't gonna ask questions later. I ain't gonna ask no questions. I'm like, man, hey, man, officer, man. Show the little vandalized. Hey, look, man. These folks right here, man, spray paint our wall till I go away, man. Then I look out the window, man, officer, man. I got 4 angels just staring at me, man. You know what I'm saying? These folks been terrorizing my home, man, so I had to pop that nigga.
I told her that if one more thing happens, that we would.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro, how many times gotta happen, cuz? Bro, you just moved in that house, bro. You see this? You just moved in that house. You got angels turning, looking at your crib. You got niggas spray painting, talking about go away, and then you got these niggas dancing around. Bro, Nigga, what, how many lessons you need to learn, nigga?
We'd probably be screwing ourselves financially if it came to that.
Bro, F that financially.
Done the
nigga better go move back into that apartment. Nigga, I stay in an apartment before I move in there, huh?
Because those people never returned, and we never had another incident occur on the property.
Look.
The scariest thing, though, is that we still live in the same house and never got an explanation for what happened.
Hey, man. Ain't with that weird junk, Cole. Ain't with that weird junk, bro. Ain't with that.
My wife Taylor and I recently moved out of our old home. She didn't like being so close to her family and wanted to put some distance between us and them. So
ain't you like being close to your family, nigga? Hey, what your family do to you, cuz?
Close to her family and wanted to put some...
home.
I recently moved out of our old home. She didn't like being so close to her family and wanted to put some distance between us and them. So that's what we did. We don't have kids, and she stopped working ages ago, so she was relatively amenable to my suggestions about where to move.
She stopped working ages ago. You an entrepreneur or something? She just a stay-at-home wife or something. You working. What is it? Because if you ain't got no kids, what you staying at home for? If Shawty ain't got no kids, what the freak she staying home for? You know what I'm saying? To stay at home mom. I mean, of course, I'm gonna let my wife stay at home. You know what I'm saying? She having the kids, you know. I reckon my wife take care of my kids some daycare. I don't trust no daycare. I don't trust no regular nigga. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. So, and especially if I know this girl, like this the one type stuff, yeah, she can stay at home. I ain't gonna care. Cook, clean, take care of the kids. That's junk important, bro. I take care of the stuff financially, bro. They gotta be the wife, though. They gotta be the one, though. If y'all ever hear me, like, talking about my girl staying home while I work, you know what I mean? Like I said, y'all see me, nigga, working easy work. Easy money, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, all I'm saying is, you know, if y'all ever hear Jay talking about, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, my wife stay home wife. Best believe that's the one for sure. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no girl being with Jay talking about staying home. And you ain't got no kids. We ain't got no kids. We ain't got nothing. You ain't pregnant. Ain't nothing going on with you. You talking about you finna stay home. Hey, shawty, go ahead and kick rocks for me, bro. Go ahead and just X that dope. Go ahead and get out my face. You know what I mean? Because you ain't finna stay home nothing. If you able-bodied, on God, you finna work. Straight up. You ain't pregnant with my kids, and we ain't got kids at the crib. What you doing at home? Cleaning and cooking? Shout out, I can do that on my own. Get the freak out. I don't need you to clean. I don't need you for you to clean. I don't need for you to cook, nigga. We got to do this on my own. So you better get yourself on to work.
I'm an electrician,
don't be no burden,
so bouncing around isn't much of a problem for me.
Be no burden, nigga.
We eventually settled on New Mexico. We've both been rural people all our lives, so it wasn't that drastic of a lifestyle change. That was about 3 months ago, give or take. We found a fantastic deal on a place way out in the country. The house is honestly bigger than we really need.
Y'all ever heard, the house is actually bigger than what we really need. Y'all ever heard too good to be true? I ain't gonna lie, y'all, that's the realest statement, boy. Y'all ever, if you ever question yourself, man, it's too good to be true. Nigga, go with that and don't do that. Like when I come to this house too big, but God, Lee is a good price. Hey, bro, this is too good to be true. Hey, bro, go on look for another house. Niggas think just because it's cheap, then that make it good. Bro, there's something wrong with that house. That's what I'm saying. That family that we just did before this story, got that house for cheap. Now you got angels turning around, got niggas dancing in your backyard, got niggas spray painting your house, talking about go away. All this cheap for a reason. You know why? Cause that other family that sold this house going through the same stuff you were going through, nigga. So, nigga, if you ever got a big old house, a nice house, that's cheap as heck, bro. Hey, bro, don't move into that crib. It's something up with that house. It's something going on with that house.
Just the two of us.
You ain't getting nothing nice for nothing cheap. Just keep it real, cuz. Be real with you, bro. You want something nice, bro, you gotta spend that money, bro. You ain't getting nothing nice for nothing cheap. That's just today's world we living in. Ain't no such thing as cheap, nigga. You want something nice, nigga. You want something nice, nigga, you finna pay that bag. So, nigga, you get something nice, nigga, especially in America, nigga. Think about it, nigga. Nigga, you in America. You get something nice, nigga, you paying what? $700 a month for something that look like it's supposed to be $1,700? Boy, you better not move into that house, boy.
Our black
better move into that apartment.
But honestly, we figured we'd make use out of
gonna
the
be hunted
extra
for
space.
years
And
again.
even host some of the friends we'd make. We'd been settled in for a few months when I started noticing something odd.
It's been that bad.
The upstairs lights kept tripping circuits, but the rest of the house would still have power.
I'm saying?
After this happened once or twice, I knew exactly what the problem was.
What problem was?
Like I said, I'm literally an electrician, so this kind of stuff is my bread and butter. I figured it would be an easy fix, just a matter of rearranging some of the load on the breaker, which in all likelihood was downstairs. Times like those make me happy that I'm the type of guy who knows how to fix things. To be honest, I haven't spent that much time in the basement since we moved in. I didn't really have a reason to. We'd looked it over briefly when the realtor showed us the place, but I didn't pay much attention. Come to think of it, I don't think I'd been in there one time since then. Anyway, I walked down the stairs and started looking around for the main breaker. The basement was pretty cluttered and definitely not the type of space that could be easily used. It looked more like a storage room than a basement. Eventually, I figured out where the main was and started futzing around. After about 10 minutes, I realized where the load imbalance was and told myself I'd rewire it when I had more time. At that point, I was about to go upstairs when curiosity got the better of me. I figured since I was down in the basement already, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have a look around.
Look around.
After all, this is my house. It was honestly a little strange that I didn't know every square inch of it. Like I said, most of it was filled with old furniture and a bunch of junk.
Oh, heck no, cuz this is your basement. This old furniture. This your furniture? Is your furniture or somebody else's furniture? Let me know, shout.
Anything particularly interesting down there. And I eventually concluded that trying to transform it into a usable space would be way too much of a hassle.
That's your furniture or somebody else's furniture?
Something odd. In the far corner of the basement, behind a stack of old wooden chairs, was a large metal door.
Oh.
It was strange because this wasn't just any door. It looked industrial grade. It was also a lot taller than most normal doors would be, and seemed pretty thick too. I walked over to it, and my suspicions were confirmed. It looked like the type of door you'd see securing a walk-in safe or some kind of panic room.
Heck, nigga, what type of door? Nigga, this is the door in your house? This nigga got this type of door in his house, bro. What type of house you living in, bro? Oh, yeah, nah, but you gotta get it.
Thought was maybe it was a tornado shelter or storm room or something, but that would be a weird surprise. You'd think the realtor would have mentioned a feature like that. I tried to open it, but the handle wouldn't budge. It was locked.
Wait, what?
I immediately went upstairs and started rummaging through the drawer of keys the previous owner had left behind in case we locked ourselves out or something, but none of them worked on the door. I must have tried like 15 keys or something, but no luck. I eventually told Taylor about it, and she was just as curious about it as I was.
I called a realtor. Hey, bro, we got something down here. We got like this metal door. I need to know what the freak is in my house. Straight up, nigga. I need to know what the freak is in my house. So, nigga, hey, bro, let's go and open up this door for me. I'm gonna call the realtor or whatever. And, bro, let's open up the door. Cause I gotta see what the heck behind this door. This is my house, nigga. The freak, nigga. What the freak I look like having some in my house? I don't know what the heck behind here. Everywhere in my house, nigga, I know what the freak going on, bro. No matter if it's in the basement, bro, I know every inch of this house. Every inch. There's not nothing that I don't know about this house. There's not nothing that's secure that I can't get in and get it. Come on, bro. That's a sign of red flag right there. Why the freak I can't get into my door that's in my house? Ain't one door in my house I can't get into. Not one door. I go in the bathroom. I go in any rooms. I go in anything. So right there, I'm like, man, hey, let's call a realtor or something, and let's ask him about why the freak I can't open this door in my house. There you go. This is my house. It's just the things I got.
I'm still not sure how, but she worked her magic, and we were able to get in contact with the previous owners.
Yeah, owners.
It was that exact phone call that took me from curious about the situation to downright concerned. They were a little odd on the phone and would pause every so often, like they were thinking carefully about what they were saying or trying not to say too much. Part of me wishes I had recorded the conversation, but hindsight is 20/20. When I asked about the door, they got quiet. Eventually, the wife said it was just a safe room in case of a tornado.
Oh man, let us see the safe room then, gang. Freak. Let us see the safe room then. Why the freak I can't get inside the safe room? If a tornado happens, do I need to get inside of here? So let me get in the door. Well, how I get in?
I told her that was great, but we were unable to use it since it was locked. After another pause, she claimed they'd lost the key and told us to just ignore it. I thought that was extremely unlikely, since they had literally left us keys to random doors that we'd probably never need to lock. The way she said it gave me a really bad feeling in my gut too, but there was nothing I could do. We ended up hanging up almost immediately after that, as they were definitely not trying to make small talk. Taylor tried to laugh it off, told me I was overthinking it, I couldn't let it go.
Overthinking.
Over the course of the next few weeks, I would occasionally wander down the stairs and just stare at that door, wondering what could be inside.
It's your gut feeling.
I tried everything I could think of to open it,
Telling
even
you
some
so
tricks
wrong.
I'd picked up from work, but it was no use. The lock was solid. I ended up giving up for about a week, but the curiosity ultimately got the better of me. Fast forward to 2 days.
Hey, yeah, I can't blame this nigga. I'm like, I gotta see what's behind it though. So this is your house, bro. I gotta see what's behind this door. So curiosity get the best of me, especially me being overprotective, especially me just like gotta know everything. I gotta know I'm safe in here. I gotta know what the heck is behind this door. I gotta know.
Ago, when things took a wild turn. After my wife's wishes, I decided to hire a locksmith. He came over, and I let him do his thing down there. After about 30 minutes, I went downstairs to check on him. He told me that the lock was unusually complex for a simple panic room. Those were his exact words. I was worried he wouldn't be able to get it open, but to my surprise, he actually managed to crack it after another half hour. I wish he hadn't. Inside, the room was set up like some kind of shrine. There were old black and white photographs on the walls, all covered in strange symbols that I didn't recognize. In the center was a chair, just facing the wall. It looked like someone had spent a lot of time sitting there, just staring at nothing. In one corner, there was a cot with crumpled blankets, and it smelled stale and kind of gross. Then I noticed the trash. Empty chip bags, crumpled water bottles.
Somebody.
Realization smacked.
Nigga had somebody in here, bro. Nigga had somebody in here. Nigga kidnapped the nigga.
Me in the face. Someone had actually been staying down there, and not that long ago. I was dumbfounded. I didn't think the situation could get much worse. But of course, that's what happened. As I was trying to take it all in, I noticed a second door on the far right side of the room.
The freak? It's like Brahms, like The Boy or something? I know what Brahms, y'all watch The Boy. The Boy 2, nigga, it's like Brahms or something, nigga. Is this somebody staying in my walls?
All and half hidden by the minimal light.
A freak? What?
I opened it and realized it led to a set of stairs that led to the cellar door outside the house.
Gang, we got a nigga living in the crib and we know nothing about. This is a whole nigga that's living in the crib.
I felt like such an idiot. I hadn't even had the foresight to check the cellar door when we moved in, since I just assumed it led to the basement. In all the time we'd lived here, I had never even opened it. My bewilderment at the whole thing soon became terror. Someone had literally been living in my house for who knows how long. Things started clicking in my brain. Since moving in, my wife and I had noticed a few weird things that we couldn't explain. Most of the time it was just things going missing. Until that point, I had just assumed my wife had misplaced things, which she did have a tendency to do. This discovery changed everything though. Someone had been living in our house. I had to repeat that thought a dozen times in my head before I could fully wrap my mind around what was going on. I didn't know who had been in there or why, but I knew I didn't want them coming back. I tried calling the previous owners, demanding an explanation,
they ain't answered.
Maybe even threatening legal action, but they wouldn't pick up. Either they disconnected their number or they just didn't want to deal with it. Taylor was freaked out, and I was too. That night, I took some heavy furniture and barricaded the cellar door from the inside. I found a heavy-duty looking chain and padlocked it shut for good measure. I didn't care what it took. There was no way I was letting someone sneak back in through that door. The police came and took down a full report before leaving, telling us they'd do their best to try and get in contact with the previous owners. We even called our realtor, who was horrified and said she'd assist the police in any way she could. That night, as we were getting ready for bed, we heard it. There was a loud bang on the front door. Lola shot up, barking like crazy, and we both froze. Neither of us moved, just staring at each other, listening. After a few minutes, the banging stopped.
Yeah, we done going outside.
We heard small rocks tapping against our bedroom window.
Let them tap, gang. Let them tap. I'm not even finna go outside looking for you, bro. Tap, bro. Come in here, I promise you I'm gonna pop you, nigga.
Lola,
I'm gonna pop.
to look out the window. Taylor begged me not to, but I was furious at that point. In my mind, I was preparing to fight whoever was out there. I grabbed the baseball bat from under the bed and yanked.
So none of y'all niggas have guns? Like, why doesn't nobody have guns? Like, I'm like, niggas got baseball bats, niggas got knives, nigga, that. Do you niggas understand the world that we live in? I don't think, is these niggas stupid? Do they understand the world that we live in?
The curtains away from the window.
How the freak these niggas rocking with baseball bats and knives?
Couldn't see a thing.
What you gonna do when a nigga do like this? Hey man, put that baseball bat down, nigga. What you gonna do, hit the bullets? Nigga, put that knife down. That's all. That's all a nigga gotta do to you, nigga. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Man, I'ma laugh. I'll laugh at a nigga if a nigga pull out a baseball bat. I'll laugh. I'm like, man, did this little nigga just pull a baseball bat, man? Give me the baseball bat. I'll laugh if a nigga pull a knife out on me. This nigga finna stab me. Nigga, if you don't put that knife down, nigga, I'm finna shoot you right now. But I ain't gonna cap. But I laugh at a nigga pulled out a baseball bat and knife on me. But I laugh at that nigga. I know I'm finna pop you in your head. Hey man, y'all go get a gun, man. That junk is hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Especially y'all dealing with some robbers. Nigga rob your house. Nigga got Dracos. They got AKs. Nigga got all type of guns and stuff like that. Nigga try to fight a nigga with a knife, but you gonna get killed, man. Try to get out my house with a baseball bat. Get off my house. They gonna laugh at y'all goofy.
Taylor wanted me to call the police, but there was a little part of me that wanted to handle this myself. I knew the police would scare them away.
You finna go outside?
Call it pettiness, but I wanted to make sure whoever was out there got caught. I told her if one more thing happened, I'd call. But then from downstairs, I heard the sound of glass shattering. I sprinted downstairs just in time to see two figures running away from the house. The kitchen window was completely shattered. It was then that I called the police.
Poppin' niggas.
Showed up not long after.
Straight up.
They searched the house and the basement, but there was no sign of
nigga living in the crib.
Storm room. They didn't find anyone on the property either. Their best guess was that whoever had been living down there was angry when they realized they were locked out and decided to come back and scare us. I was both furious and horrified. My wife has been a wreck ever since. The police escalated the situation since an actual crime happened and said they're working on tracking down the previous owners, but that it could take a few days. That was 2 full days ago, and we still have not been able to get in contact with them. I think the police scared away those squatters though, at least for now, as they haven't been back to our house since. I'm actually shocked that something like this could even happen in the first place. If we can't get in contact with the previous owners soon, I have absolutely no idea what I'm gonna do. I'm fully prepared to defend myself, but I hope it doesn't come to that.
Come to that, bro. Hear what it is. Story 3 by Matt. We ain't ducking no smoke. We came down there with it, just start shooting. Man, I'm shooting everything.
When I bought my first house,
real,
I was only 20.
Niggas shooting everything. Nigga, what? Got it. I'm talking about shooting everything, gang. I ain't asking no question.
I'd saved up for years, and even though it was just a small, modest place, I was proud of it. Moving in, though, that took some adjustment. I'd lived with my parents my whole life, along with 3 siblings and 2 dogs. The house was loud, always buzzing with life. But this was quiet. Really quiet. That was honestly the hardest part about the transition. The lack of noise. Living alone felt strange, and at first, I wasn't sure I'd ever get used to it. I'm sure anyone who's gone from living with family to living alone knows what I'm talking about. One thing I loved about the house was the tiny balcony on the 2nd floor.
I be trying to tell y'all, man. I try to tell people, man, niggas be so in a rush to move out their parents' crib, bro. Nah, nigga, don't stay over your parents' crib over 25. You still at your parents' crib over 25, bro, ain't gonna lie. Nigga, go to the military. I'll keep it real. Nigga, go to the military, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, gang, you feel me? Shoot, I say nigga drag it out to like, what, 20, 23, nigga? Nah, I mean, honestly, cause like I said, bro, after you graduate high school, nigga just, this weird world just expect you to just to have it planned out. You know what I mean? Niggas graduate high school. What you gonna do? Are you finna move out? Like, dang, nigga just graduated, nigga. How expensive things is now, nigga. Like, golly, bro. True, nigga, you just expect the nigga to have it all. Sometimes it take niggas a little bit longer, you know what I'm saying? Nigga got it, but God dang. A nigga be so in a rush to try to move out. You know what I'm saying? Be struggling like a mug. The whole time your parents ain't tripping about you staying. Your parents say, man, pay this little water bill. Pay this little gas bill. So what you paying, like what, $200 something a month? Probably not even that, $150. You go from paying that to paying like what, $1,400, $1,500 a month just because you want to move out so fast. I mean, like I said, if your parents, if your family tripping, then heck yeah, get the freak out. But if your parents ain't tripping, cuz try to drain that junk, nigga. God, nigga, cause living on your own, nigga, that ain't no joke, nigga. Not only do you gotta worry about the rent, you gotta worry about the utilities, you gotta worry about all that. You know what I'm saying? Everything falls on you now, my guy. You finna feel all that heat. You gotta get furniture. Nigga, you gotta get some food in your house. Wi-Fi. You gotta get all that. Everything lies on you, nigga.
Don't get the wrong impression.
So all I'm saying, nigga, before you move out, nigga, have everything together. I say, bro, before you move out, bro, at least have 20K to your name. At least have 20K. 20K a 10. You feel me? 20K a 10, nigga be moving out when they be having like 4,000 in their name, like 4,000, 3,000. Like, my God, dang. You be having like 4,000 to their name? Bro, move out when you got like 10K. 10K, that's what you got right there. 10,000. 10,000, that should be.
I don't even know if I can really even call it a balcony. It was barely big enough to stand on, and I couldn't even fit a chair out there. Regardless, I go out there most nights after work to take a break and clear my head. I smoked pretty often, but I hated the smell, so smoking inside wasn't an option for me.
Smoking
the
that
balcony was twice as beneficial for that exact
That's a
reason.
good balcony, though.
I didn't even have to go outside or leave the comfort of my own home just to smoke. It felt like a luxury. I'll describe the layout of the property so what I'm about to tell you makes sense. The block I lived on was pretty standard, with houses adjacent to each other all the way down. The street behind mine was exactly the same, meaning everyone's house would be sharing a backyard if it weren't for the 10-foot tall fences designating the property lines. From my balcony, I could see over my backyard neighbor's fence and into his yard. You could see the whole place, really. After a few weeks, I realized I'd met almost all the neighbors except him. Come to think of it, I don't think I had ever seen him, let alone have a conversation with him.
I'm gonna keep it real with these neighbors right here, nigga, that live right beside me, gang. I probably seen these folk like 2 times, 3 times. Sometimes folk just, you feel me? I seen them leaving and going, you know what I mean? But for me, bro, I don't talk to none of my neighbors, gang. Like, honestly, like back then when we lived in Alabama, like on the block, I ain't gonna lie, bro, we just knew everybody. Like, I grew up with Little Man and Big Man. It's like, bro, we been knowing people. Like, it was crazy. Like, the neighborhood we went, like, the neighborhood that we had, bro, in Kansas, bro, it's like before, like, bro, it was crazy. It's like, I went to school with these niggas. So I've been knowing them right here. You got Trinity in Heaven right there. You got Khalil right there. You got Gabe and Jezreel right there. You got Scooter right there. You got AJ right there. Like, I knew everybody, bro. Everybody knew everybody on the block, bro. You feel me? So it's like, nigga, that was just, I ain't gonna lie, the whole block knew each other. I ain't gonna count. Whole block knew each other. I'm talking about parents and all. Whole block knew each other. You feel me? So, shoot, nigga, that was just different in Alabama, though. I ain't gonna lie. That was just kinfolk. You feel me? But, you know what I'm saying? Ever since I got here, man, I ain't going out trying to talk to my neighbors, nigga. I mean, yeah, man, F them neighbors. You feel me? I ain't going out trying to speak to them, nigga. I don't know you, nigga. I mean, you ain't gotta know your neighbors, bro. The folk probably don't want to talk to you, bro. Ain't count. Folk that live right across the street from me, bro. Them folk ain't talking to nobody. I don't make no weird because they don't talk to nobody. Folks ain't got to talk to you, cuz. That was just a different type of neighborhood I lived in, though. You know what I'm saying? That was just niggas I knew from the sandbox, though. You know what I'm saying? How different. Everybody knew everybody, bro.
Came over.
You don't live in them type of neighborhoods often, bro. It's very rare that you live in them type of neighborhoods. Rare.
Saw him in the yard or at the bedroom window. Nothing. It was like he didn't exist. If it weren't for the occasional bedroom light on at night, I would have assumed the place was deserted. I guessed that there was an old person living there since the grass looked like it hadn't been cut in years, and I never heard any sounds from their yard. After another week, curiosity got the better of me, and I decided to go introduce myself and at least put a face to the name.
God dang.
One Saturday.
What you so hyped up about introducing yourself? Nigga, you that lonely, nigga? Hell, leave that man alone. That man ain't bothering you, cuz. You see how people can't mind their dang business? This nigga minding his own business, and it irritates you that he minding his own business. You know what I'm saying? People just don't mind your own business. Tell me you finna go introduce me. Nigga don't want to talk to you, bro.
I walked around the block to his place, expecting to knock on the door and maybe make some small talk. But the house looked rough. Rough was an understatement. It looked completely untouched. The yard was a mess, overgrown with weeds, and the whole place looked like it had been ignored for years. The paint was chipping, some of the siding had been scratched off, and the walkway was stained. The doorbell was broken, so I gave a few loud knocks and waited. Nothing. I felt awkward standing there and started to wonder if maybe the place really was vacant. But then I saw a slight movement behind the window shade. Just a flicker, like someone was peeking out. That was enough for me. Someone was in there, spying on me, but wouldn't open the door for some reason.
Bro, he ain't gotta open the door, bro. Go back to your house, bro. Nigga gotta open the door for you, bro. Go back to your house, nigga. Nigga ain't spying on you, nigga. Nigga just looking at you, bro. Nigga, if anything, you spying on him, nigga. If anything, spying on bro. Coming up to him, nigga, knocking on his door. The nigga ain't coming to you, nigga. The niggas just looking like, who the freak is this knocking on my door? I don't open the door for folk knocking on my door, cuz. I'm spying on them, nigga. I look at them folks just like this. Nigga don't even know I look at them. First of all, when I hear a nigga knocking on my door, nigga, I go upstairs. Cause when I go upstairs, nigga, I can see out my blinds, nigga. And I can see like my whole front yard. So the whole time, nigga, I just be peeking upstairs looking. I ain't opening the door for no strangers, bro. Unless it's a package that I gotta sign make a signature or something. But nigga, I don't order packages like that. So nigga, what the heck you knocking on my door for? In twin. You knocking on my door for? Like, well, nigga, I ain't trying to talk, nigga. That's all I'm saying, nigga. What the heck are you knocking on my door for, nigga? When it comes to Amazon package, nigga, leave by the door, nigga. Uber Eats, nigga, leave by the door, nigga. Other than that, nigga, I ain't trying to talk, bro. What you knocking on my door? I'm not gonna open that door. I ain't gonna cap. If I don't know you, cuz I'm not opening that door. I'm gonna look at you just like this, nigga, upstairs, nigga. Had that 40 right in my hand. They're looking, try to see, nigga. I'm watching him the whole time. Nigga don't even know he being watched.
I turned to
and I ain't open up the window the whole time. I got these little cracks between my blinds. So like I can just see you without opening the window. Whole time, nigga, I be upstairs just looking at nigga just like that. Walking to their car. They be looking at them, go right back downstairs. And go open that door and pick up my packages. So whatever they look.
And all of a sudden, the door flew open, slamming against the wall like someone had ripped it open in a violent rage. I jumped back, totally thrown off. I whipped around and found myself face to face with an elderly Asian woman standing in the doorway, staring at me. She was short, with gray hair pulled back in a tight bun. Her skin was wrinkled, but somehow tense, like she was flexing her face muscles, if that even makes sense. Her eyes were wide, unsettlingly wide. I can't even lie, I was pretty freaked out just looking at her. There was something off about her, like it looked like she was on something. She didn't say a word, just stared with no expression on her face. Eventually, I cleared my throat and introduced myself as her new neighbor. After a few seconds, she said her name was Priscilla and gave me a half smile. And that was it. She didn't even ask my name, she just stood there, watching me. I nodded and turned away, not knowing what to say. I left feeling more unnerved than I wanted to admit. I never heard the door close behind me, but I didn't want to turn around and get caught looking. Later that night, I went out to my balcony like usual, trying to forget about the strange interaction. At that point, I had no idea of the ordeal that I had just gotten myself into. When I glanced over the railing, there she was. That crazy-looking lady from earlier, standing dead center in her yard, looking straight up at my house. She didn't move.
That's what I'm saying. See, now you just target Priscilla. See, that way you need to mind your own business. You weren't having no weird stuff. Now you told her that you a neighbor. You feel me? Not Priscilla in your heart. Y'all are staring at you. I say, nigga, you better get the heck out of y'all, Priscilla. You know what I mean? Before I give you some ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. You feel me? Straight up, nigga, you better get the heck out of y'all, Priscilla.
Didn't call out, just stood there staring. It was one of those moments where you wonder if you're actually seeing what you think you're seeing.
Nah, nigga probably think he tripping. Like, nigga, am I seeing this little Priscilla, little Asian woman in my yard? Nigga, do I really gotta bust her head open?
I don't know if I should say something, wave, or pretend like I hadn't noticed her. It was one of the freakiest things I'd ever seen, and I didn't know how to handle it. I went back inside and told myself she was just a little messed up in the head, and that I shouldn't be getting worked up over a harmless old lady. But it didn't stop there.
Harmless old lady. You don't know who that lady is. Harmless. You don't know who that lady is. Stop underestimating people. You don't know that lady a trained killer. You don't know what that lady is. Yeah.
I saw her again, but this time she was moving from one window to another inside her house, watching me from each one. Although I pretended not to notice her, part of me felt like she knew that I knew she was watching. I was hoping she'd stop, but she didn't. She was still looking at me when I finished smoking and turned to go inside. Out of curiosity, I peeked out one of my windows about 20 minutes later to see if she was still looking at my house. To my horror, she actually was. I called my dad, and he told me that she probably had dementia or something.
Man.
She was most likely just lonely or confused.
Hey, bro, all that dementia and all that, bro, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe with Perserio, whatever her name. I don't feel safe. All that dementia stuff, I don't feel safe. Better fix that dementia or whatever you working with, shout it. I don't feel safe. And when I don't feel safe, I'll bust brains.
That I should actually feel bad for her. It was kind of hard to feel bad for someone who was borderline stalking me.
Yeah, what the freak,
but
bro?
My dad calmed my nerves and assured me that she was harmless.
Hey, bro, shut up. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, niggas like this make me so sick, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's sure she was harmless. You don't even know this woman talking about she harmless. You don't even know her from a can of paint. You just saying stuff to make yourself feel better, bro. Dad, shut up. Oh, I said, man, hey, man, Pop, man, shut up, man. Don't nigga straight, hey, man, get on the phone with them, man. Yeah, man, Pop. You know, man, I ain't gonna cap, Pop. Moving into this little crib, you know what I'm telling you about, right? Yeah, man, so I go over to the house and stuff like that. Go over to my neighbor's house, you know, just trying to have a little small talk. I mean, knock on the door and then next door neighbor swung the door open, Pop. You know what I'm saying? Like, swung the door open like a mad woman, you feel me? Then she come up to the door, just looking at me all type of crazy, Pop. You feel me? And then after that, you feel me? I told her my name. She told me her name. You know what I'm saying? And that was that. And I turned around. I mean, hear the door close. You feel me? Hear the door close. She was just staring at me. So, you know, go back into the crib. You know what I'm saying? Then I go out the balcony, you know, Pop smoke and that, whatnot. Pop, I'm telling you, man, I see this lady. The same lady, Priscilla. I see this lady standing in the middle of her yard, man, looking up at me, man. Pop, man. Pop say, come on, Jake. I told you, that nigga don't take nothing serious. You feel me? So I'm like, hey, come on, Jay, man. I'm saying, man, little harmless old lady, man. Probably got dementia. So, man, harmless lady, man. Pop, shut up. You know what I mean? Straight up, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Pop, man, shut up. You pissing me off. I'll come to you. I'm telling you this story. I'm thinking you finna like, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Speak to him, tell him what to do or something. Come on, she got dementia, bro. What, nigga? You know what I'm saying? So, Pop, if it would have happened to you then, so if a lady stand in the middle of your yard, in the middle of the night, just stand in the middle of your yard looking at you, nigga, and then Pop, the thing is, Pop, it wasn't just that now. It wasn't just that now. Talk about dementia. It wasn't just that now. Man, she going from window to window, man, looking at me, man. She still got dementia, Pop, man. You know, this whole harmless. I'm like, man, Pop, hey, bro, I'll talk to you later, cuz. I ain't finna hear none of that, man. Pop, don't talk to me like that, cuz. I ain't tell you that. A little dementia and all that little harmless old lady. Hey, bro, don't play with me. You know, dang well if it happened. I know that nigga. I know Pop. I know my Pop. I know dang well that happens. Nigga be scared in the mug. Nigga ain't gonna be no type of dementia harmless. That nigga ain't dealing with it, so he don't care. He gonna try to throw it. Bro, you know, it's just dementia, bro. It's just, bro, she a harmless old lady. Man, shut up, talk to me, bro. I'll talk to you later, Pop. You know what I'm saying? Talk to you later. Yeah, man, I ain't no dementia. I don't know what the heck. But I know if you come over here, I know I'm gonna bust your head open.
Few nights passed without anything weird happening. I didn't see her in her yard or at any of her windows.
Man, look.
I thought maybe my dad had been right and was starting to feel glad that I hadn't done something drastic. That is, until one morning when I found a woman's sock on my side of the fence, just sitting in my yard. I stared at it, feeling a chill run through me. This wasn't just her strange behavior anymore. She'd been on my property. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to confront her, but I was starting to feel like I couldn't ignore it.
You better confront that woman, boy.
I should have called the police right there, but I didn't because I didn't want to create issues with a neighbor. That night, as I was laying in bed, the doorbell started ringing.
You open that door you want to, man. You know that's Priscilla, right? You open that door you want to.
Not once, not twice, at least a dozen times, one right after the other. I didn't even need to look. I knew it was her. In my tired haze, I wasn't thinking clearly. I was more annoyed than scared. I got up, threw on a shirt, and went to the door, telling myself I'd just ask her to leave me alone.
Are you stupid?
I told myself that I'd been putting this off for long enough, and it was about time I dealt with it.
I don't know what type of lady this is you dealing with, bro. You stupid. Nigga finna just proceed. Can you just leave me? Stab you, kill you, stupid.
I have no idea why I wasn't scared in that moment. I still look back and cringe at how flippantly I handled the situation.
You dumb, you a jackass.
I don't even want to say I was naive, but I can't think of a better word to describe
just
my attitude
stupid
to it all.
Jackass.
The second I opened the door, she lunged at me. She ran full speed at me with a kitchen knife in her hand.
See?
Her face twisted in rage. She started screaming, yelling something about how I had taken her son from her.
What?
I barely had time to process what was happening. I grabbed her arm.
I took your son? What? Who your son did?
Managing to wrestle the knife out of her grip, and I pinned her down on the floor. She was easy to overpower, but that didn't make the situation any less terrifying. My heart was racing and my hands were shaking as I held her there and called the police. She was still screaming nonsense about her son and told me that she was going to kill me.
What?
At one point she tried to bite me, but I wasn't going to let her go until the police arrived.
You say
it was the longest 5 minutes of my life. She never stopped screaming or squirming the entire time. When the police finally arrived, they restrained her and forced her into one of their cruisers. She screamed the whole time, and I could still hear her screaming even after they shoved her in the car. I had never been more scared in my life. The police made sure I was okay and told me she'd be sent to some kind of psychiatric facility. I never saw her again after that.
Freak, bro. Wow, boy. See that right there, man? Hey, man, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn the bell, like the video, man. Y'all don't be like that nigga right there, all right? Take precaution, chat. Take precaution. It's your boy Jay, man. I'm out, man. Okay.